This is my Apple Magic Keyboard review. I've been using the Apple Magic Keyboard for almost 2 weeks now, and in that time I've typed 150,000 keystrokes. So I feel like I know this keyboard pretty well. Apple says the new Magic Keyboard has an improved scissor mechanism under all the keys that is 33% more stable, and I definitely see it. It's very clear. These are very stable keys, and I really like them. You push them, and it does feel really good when you're typing on it. This is a keyboard that I want to type on. It is just a pleasant experience to type on these keys. That's really all I can say. It's a great keyboard. I don't want to type on any other keyboard. I do feel like this keyboard is missing one thing though. I really wish it had a backlight because it is rechargeable. So replacing the batteries isn't an issue. I just want it to have a backlight because, like the MacBooks have it, and those keyboards always look really cool. You can see them, like they light up, and even if it's not dark, they're just cool to look at. Like the light under it, I don't know, I just enjoy the backlight. So I really wish this keyboard had a backlight, especially because it is rechargeable, and if I have to charge it every week or so, I would do that for a backlight. And a minor thing about the keyboard is it doesn't have full-size up and down arrow keys. And if you look at the keyboard, you see why. It just doesn't fit in with the keyboard design. So I know why they did it, but it feels kind of weird when I'm writing code and I'm trying to go up and down multiple lines, and I'm trying to find these little tiny keys, and, I do mispress sometimes. Sometimes I want to go up and I press the down key, and, vice versa. So that was kind of weird. And when I first started using the keyboard, I thought I had a defective one because caps lock wasn't working when I wanted it to. This actually made me realize I use caps lock for little things. Like if I type CPU, those letters have to be capitalized. So, this is just not something I ever thought about, but I push caps lock, without realizing it, and then I turn it off after those 3 letters. So what I started noticing was things that I thought I had capitalized weren't being capitalized. It's not even a keyboard issue. I found out OS X has this delay on the caps lock key and the eject key. I found a Apple support document that talks about this, and it really makes no sense. Apple is trying to prevent me from accidentally pushing caps lock. Now, why caps lock? I have no idea. Like, they're not trying to prevent me from pressing any other key, other than eject. But, like, why isn't the spacebar on a delay? It doesn't make any sense to me. If I push a key, I'm pushing that key, and I want that key to be registered. And there seems to be no way to turn this off. And like I said, this isn't a keyboard thing. This is something that happens with OS X. And being a new OS X user, this is just, I found this weird. It's not a long delay, but there is a delay on caps lock where you have to hold it down before it actually turns on. It's just stupid. I really wish it was just a setting to turn off the delay. That way I could just type and, everything would work the way it should. And like I said before, this is a rechargeable keyboard. It charges with the lightning cable. So all you have to do is plug in the lightning cable to the keyboard, and you can charge it right off your Mac if you plug the USB end into your Mac. But this isn't going to be something you have to charge very often. Apple says it's going to last a month or more, but I see it lasting way longer. I got mine out of the box at, I think it was like 80%, and I checked it like a few hours ago. It's at like 70%, and I've used it for 2 weeks. So I do think this keyboard is going to last a long time on a single charge. And even if the battery were to die while you're doing something, you can charge it and use it at the same time. Overall, this is the best keyboard I've ever used, and I do think it's worth the $99 Apple is charging for it, but I do wish it had backlight. I think if it had backlight, it'd be just so much better, but it is a great keyboard, and I do think it's worth it. A link to the keyboard is down in the description below. Thanks for watching. Please remember to subscribe, like, comment, and share this video.